This is my unboxing for Book of the Month for July 2016. And just as a heads up, this is going to be a little bit longer than my normal videos. So if you need to go get a snack, do so and then come back. Alright, so Book of the Month is a book subscription box, and they have two fantastic deals going on right now. The first deal is get your first box for $5. So I think their regular price are like $16.49, I think, for regular month-to-month prices. So you can get your first box for $5, and you'll get to pick the book that you want. And I'll get into more of that later. The second deal is a 3-month subscription plus a tote bag and sunglasses, and you'll get 30% off of that. It ends up being $10.47 per month for a 3-month subscription. Fantastic deal. And then how this subscription works is you'll log into your account and you'll have, I believe, 6 selections to choose from. I have all of them in the box, so you'll get to see how many there are. And you'll fill out a little profile, and so they'll give you a suggestion on what book you should pick. But you don't have to pick that one. You can, read about each one of the books and pick the one you want. So that's how it works. So they sent me all the books for July plus the tote bag and the sunglasses, so you all can see all of the choices that you get. So you open the box. I'm kind of going to put this big old box to the side. When you subscribe, your box is going to look like this. So they just put one of the books in here, and so we'll unbox this together so you can see how the package comes. Alright, so when you open the box, there's a bonus item this month. This is a Book of the Month Twisty Straw. Cute. And then the actual book comes wrapped in clear plastic, and there's a wider piece on the bottom so you can see that these corners are not going to get banged up in your box. So if you are like me and like keeping your books pristine without any creases and banged up edges, this is awesome. They really know how to package the books well. So let's open this up. Alright, there's a card on top. It says, "Go crazy with Book of the Month." And this is a contest. You can win a 3-month subscription. So you just tag Book of the Month and hashtag them on Instagram to win. Alright. Then, now each book has a judge that helps select the book. And each month there is a guest judge. So there's like 5 main ones and then 1 guest. So there's a little note this is from Judge Maud Newton. She is a writer. There's a little introduction to why she likes this book. Says it has everything: broken wine glass, spilled blood, love triangle, suspicious cell phone, and lies, truth, and unexpected love. If you start reading this before bed, you may not be able to stop. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Alright, you're gonna get a bookmark every month. The back has a quote. This month says, "Good books, like good friends, are few and chosen. The more select, the more enjoyable." Louisa May Alcott from Little Women. Alright, and this is Missing Presumed, a novel by Susie Steiner. Alright. So I'm going to try to summarize this. Let me glance at the summary here. Alright, so I'm just going to read this introduction to you quickly, and you can kind of hear the summary. It says at 39, Manon Bradshaw is a devoted and respected member of the Cambridgeshire police force, and though she loves her job, what she longs for is a personal life. Single and distant from her family, she wants a husband and children of her own. One night, after yet another disastrous internet date, she turns on her police radio to help herself fall asleep and receives an alert that sends her to a puzzling crime scene. Edith Hind, a beautiful graduate student at Cambridge University and daughter of the surgeon to the royal family, has been missing for nearly 24 hours. Her home offers few clues: a smattering of blood in the kitchen, her keys and phone left behind, the front door ajar but showing no signs of forced entry. Manon instantly knows that the case will be big and that the second and that every second is crucial to finding Edith alive. The investigation starts with Edith's loved ones, her attentive boyfriend, her reserved best friend, her patrician parents. As the search widens and press coverage reaches a frenzied pitch, secrets that began to emerge about Edith's tangled love life and her erratic behavior leading up to her disappearance. With no clear leads, Manon summons every last bit of her skill and intuition to close the case, and what she discovers will have a shocking consequence not just for Edith's family but for Manon herself. Suspenseful and keenly observed, Missing Presumed is a brilliantly twisting novel of how we seek connection, grant forgiveness, and reveal the truth about who we are. Sounds awesome. I actually want to read this right now. So that is the first book. So that's, again, how your box will come with a book. There's the little bonus, the summary, and the bookmark. So let's take a glance at the other books from this month. All right, so I was wrong. There are 5 books each month, not 6. So, all right, this book, The Girls, a novel by Emma Cline. And, all right, so this one, Northern California, during the violent end of the 1960s, at the start of summer, a lonely and thoughtful teenager, Evie Boyd, sees a group of girls in the park and is immediately caught up by their freedom, their careless dress, their dangerous aura of abandon. Soon Evie is thrown to Susanna, a mesmerizing older girl, and is drawn into the circle of a soon-to-be infamous cult, and the man who is its charismatic leader. Hidden in the hills, their sprawling ranch is eerie and run down, but to Evie, it is erotic, thrilling, and charged, a place where she feels desperate to be accepted. As she spends more time away from her mother and the rhythms of her daily life, as her obsession with Suzanne intensifies, Evie does not realize she's coming closer and closer to the unthinkable violence, and to that moment in a girl's life when everything can go horribly wrong. Emma Cline's remarkable debut novel is gorgeously written and spellbinding, with razor-sharp precision and startling psychological insight. The Girls is a brilliant work of fiction and an indelible portrait of girls and of the women they become. Interesting. All right, next one is Rich and Pretty by Ramin Alam. Sarah and Lauren met 20 years ago at a Tony Manhattan private school and have been inseparable ever since. Best friends throughout high school and college, first jobs and first loves. The uncertainties of their 20s and the realities of their 30s. Now Sarah, the only child of a prominent intellectual and a socialite, works at a charity and is methodically planning her wedding, while Lauren, beautiful, independent, unpredictable, is single and working in publishing. Deflecting her parents' worries about questions about her future, but trying not to think about it herself. Each woman envies and is horrified by particular aspects of the other's life. Topics of conversation they avoid with masterful linguistic pirouettes. Once Sarah and Lauren had been inseparable. For a long time now they've been apart. Can two women who rarely see each other, only share secrets selectively, and lead vastly different lives still call themselves best friends? Is there a binding connection or just force of habit that keeps them together? With impeccable style, biting humor, and a keen sense of detail, this irresistible debut deftly explores how the attachments we form in childhood shift as we adapt to our adult lives, and how the bonds of friendship endure even when our paths diverge. Rumen Alam provides a sharp, insightful look into how the relationships between two best friends change when they are no longer coming of age but learning how to live adult lives. Sounds really relevant. All right. Love That Boy from Ron Volnier. And it says, Tyler and I towards the green room, in line with blow-dried TV anchors and stuffy columnists. He's practicing his handshake and hello. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. President. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. President. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. President. When the couple in front of us steps forward for their picture, my teenager with sky blue eyes and a soft heart looks up at me and says, I hope I don't let you down, Dad. What kind of father raises his son to worry about embarrassing his dad? I want to tell Tyler not to worry, that he'd never let me down, that there's nothing wrong with being different, that I actually am proud of what makes him, that I'm actually am proud of what makes him special. But we are next in line, and to meet the President of the United States in a room filled with fellow strivers, and all I can think about is the real possibility that Tyler might embarrass himself, or God forbid me. Love That Boy is a uniquely personal story about about the causes and costs of outsized parental expectations, what we want for our children, popularity, normality, achievement, genius, and what they truly need, grit, empathy, character, are all explored by The Atlantic's Ron Fournier, who weaves his extraordinary journey to acceptance around the latest research on childhood development and stories of other loving but struggling parents. Cool. Alright. And the last one, Sleeping Giants. Sylvian Nubel. And this one is really long, so hopefully you all aren't sleeping at this point. A girl named Rosie is riding her new bike near her home in Deadwood, South Dakota, when she falls through the earth. She wakes up at the bottom of a square hole, its walls glowing with intricate carvings, but the firemen who come to save her peer down upon something even stranger, a little girl in the palm of a giant's metal hand. Weird. 17 years later, the mystery of the bizarre artifact remains unsolved, but its origins, architects, and purpose unknown. Its carbon dating defies belief. Military reports are redacted, theories are floated, then rejected. But some can never stop searching for answers. Rose Franklin is now a highly trained physicist leading a top team to crack the hand's code. And along with her colleagues, she's being interviewed by a nameless interrogator whose power and pure view are as enigmatic as the province of the relic. What's clear is that Rose and her compatriots are on the edge of unraveling history's most perplexing discovery and figuring out what it portends for humanity. But once the pieces of the puzzle are in place, will the result prove to be an instrument of lasting peace or a weapon of mass destruction? Alright, and that is the last book. So that is all 5 books for July. Again, you can get your first book for $5, which is an incredible deal. Now, the July selections are available until July 14th. After July 14th, you will get the August selections, which haven't been revealed yet. But again, you get to pick the one that you like, and it always kind of falls into different kinds of genres. And if you want to try a longer subscription, because after the first $5 box, you'll pay regular price. But the 3-month plan is really great. And I haven't showed you the tote bag yet. I almost forgot. Okay, so if you do the 3-month subscription, you're gonna pay $10.47 each month. Plus, you're gonna get this little tote bag. It is nicely made, really thick. I mean, it's not, like flimsy or anything. The back says Book of the Month, established 1926. So that is the bag, and then these sunglasses come with it. Kind of a basic white pair of sunglasses though. Nice thick hard plastic. You can see they're not, really cheap or anything. Nicely made. It says Book of the Month on there. They're plain white, nothing too, like advertising, I guess. But that is everything in my boxes. So again, try this subscription out. Get a 3-month subscription. That's really the best deal long term. If you're going to do this more than 1 month, you're going to pay $10.47 a month, plus get the tote bag and the sunglasses. If you just want to try it for 1 month, do that. You can try it for $5. I don't know how long that's going to last, so do it quick. So thanks so much for watching. You can check out my written review down below. Have a great day.